Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm glad you stopped by to see me this afternoon. It's been a glorious weekend here in East Georgia. This weekend we've gotten a little bit of break from the extreme heat and humidity, as well as a little bit of rain. Probably could use some more. Hope you all are well and doing the things that you need to do. And please consider sharing, subscribing. Let's play with the algorithms a little bit. It's been kind of a crazy week. As you may have seen from a previous video, I've kind of had some medical issues with my shoulder. Ironically, coming out in the yard yesterday and doing some raking and one thing and another, I hopefully have corrected the issue, because the last 18 hours I've been pretty much pain-free with that shoulder, which means we get back to doing some work. So let me show you. I've been doing a lot of janitorial work and inventorying yesterday and today. We're going to try to do a little bit of work, so let's check it out. All right. For one thing, we'll get inside here, and you guys probably won't notice it, but a lot of the stuff that was all piled up over here is being cleaned up, reorganized, reboxed, and either put into storage or gotten out of the way. Which is always good, because at my age, I've got enough to trip over today. We're going to do something a little different. I went down to Hobo Freight today and picked this up, because I don't have one, and I'm getting tired of trying to crawl around underneath this thing when I could roll around underneath it. This weekend, they had these things on sale for, with tax, title, and prep, just under 50 bucks. It's the Pittsburgh 250 capacity with adjustable headrest and foam padding. So let's well, what the heck, let's unbox this thing and see what it looks like. Let me get you guys over here and we'll get set up, and we'll see what we come up with. Got the trusty Milwaukee box cutter. Now, one thing I want to say is, in my experience, when you go to any of these places and buy parts, always check the packaging. The boxes they come in and things like that. Look for damage to the cardboard box. Also, check your taping and try to see that it hasn't been retaped, like somebody bought it and then returned it and you have no idea what you're actually getting in the box. So make sure you got virgin tape, good condition box. That will help save you a lot of frustration if you buy something and open it up and find out it's not all there or trashed out. Well, it's red, not yellow, but I can't expect Harbor Freight to color match my car. Ugh. Well, there she is. Let me see where I got you guys on camera here, so we can make sure that you're all getting a respectable view of her. Okay, we'll kind of get down here so we're in camera. Looks like she's got some nice caster wheels. We've got the adjustable headrest with the cantilever, so you can do that. Fairly nice thing there. So I would say, for what I spent for it, And considering what it'll save me on my shoulders, my back, and my neck, working underneath this girl, good investment. And it's a reasonable price, and it's built fairly well for the price. I mean, my goodness. I couldn't do something with plywood and cast wheels with an adjustable head for the same price. So check it out. I don't know how long it'll be there, but Hobo Freight's got it on sale this weekend. So, you know, if that's something you're looking at, check it out. Let's go on to something else. Let me put this over here because I'm going to need it later. Oh goodness. I honestly this weekend has spent more time just trying to reorganize, repackage, and get all of I didn't realize I had become a parts box hoarder. I started breaking down cardboard boxes from parts and everything, and I have basically refilled my recyclable bin with cardboard this weekend. So things cleaned up. We have packaged up and put into storage all of the exhaust parts until we're ready to put them on. Yay, now I've got less to trip on. All right, ooh, that looks pretty nice sitting there. So we'll definitely have to get to her a little bit later. So right now, let's just move her out of the way. Ooh, that's nice. Roll around. Beats the heck out of crawling. All right. I'm going to come back to something that I started addressing several videos ago about cheap, non-working parts. I bought the window weather stripping for this car, paid close to $150 from an aftermarket manufacturer who I have no idea. There's their box. I wrote a scathing review and didn't give him I gave him a thumbs down as far as rating because the parts are very cheaply made. For what I paid for that, I expected good quality material. What I got was, I got about maybe $40, $50 worth of, replacement material for 3 times the price. And here's a good example. This upper window seal. It is nothing like the configuration of the original piece. Now, after a lot of, well, let's see if we can figure out how to make it work. I did figure out how to make it work. One thing that I was running into a problem with was that, let's see if I can get you in here. You may not be able to see them, but I'm going to try to show them to you. The screws up in the back channel of the outer trim piece, somebody had replaced with round head screws, which means that that head was sticking out in the channel of the weather stripping. So I've gone in there, replaced them with the right countersink screws so that I've got a clean channel. And now the next process, since I finally figured out how this retro weather stripping is supposed to fit, we're going to go in there and glue it in. Now, I say glue it in. This is something that I've recently come to understand and fully support with one of my guys who works on these things quite a bit. If you're doing weather stripping work on your cars, you need the right type of product to do that with. And so what we have here is a 3M black super weather strip adhesive. This stuff is made to to properly bond to your painted and metal surfaces in order to adhere and hold your weather stripping. Yeah, you can try silicone, super glue, all of this other stuff, and I'll tell you what you're going to end up doing. You're going to end up coming back and spending a lot of time cleaning all that crap off your stripping and your channels, and you're going to eventually, hopefully, come back to something like this. This has been recommended to me by more than one source, so that's what we're going to be doing, try to get that done. Probably not on camera today because I got up at 4:30 this morning and it's already mid-afternoon, and so I'm getting kind of tired. But let's take a look at something else we got going on here. We have the ongoing craziness up here, but we are moving forward. Just got to get a few things figured out, and maybe a welder and some Cheetos. But I did go ahead and throw the drive shaft back in it, and gonna get that bolted back up in there. And so you know what? Let's try out this new creeper just real quick and just see what happens. Hopefully I don't get hurt and you guys aren't bored too much. Let's see what happens. See if we can get a little more light on the situation. It's probably too high. I want to bang my head on something. All right. Whee! It's like riding a horse. You never forget how. You just don't remember once you're up there what to do next. All right. So let's see here. We have the drive shaft. You know what? I'm realizing something right now, boys and girls, and I'm going to be perfectly honest about it, and I'm not going to waste your time. Since this is still a recovering shoulder, and I got to go back tomorrow morning, and I've got 30 cars to detail tomorrow. Yeah, right. This sucker's heavier than it looks, or it's heavy. And I am ill prepared, didn't think ahead, that I need to support this shaft with some sort of lift, like a jack, and get it lined up and bolted in. I am going to do that, but I'm not going to do it on camera simply because I'm assuming most of you watching you know how to do that and you've done it yourself. So I'm just going to say, hey, this week has been kind of crazy for content, but we are moving forward. I hopefully am healing up. Ooh, I like this creeper. Be better if it had a cup holder on it. But, you know, you can't get everything for 50 bucks. So, anyway, we are continuing down the progress. Like I've said before, boys and girls, it's not a short story. It's a saga. I hope you guys are doing well. May the upcoming week be fruitful, healthy, safe, and prosperous for all of you. Ooh, more recycling. So, God bless all of you. Please consider liking, subscribing. You know, maybe someday we can all get together and have some hot dogs out in the fire pit. Well, you never know. Take care. Love y'all. Bye.